To begin at the beginning. It is spring, moonless night in the small town, starless and Bible black, the cobble streets silent, and the hunched quarters and rabbit's wood, limping invisible down to the slow black, crow-black fishing boat bobbing sea. The houses are blind as moles, though moles seem fine tonight in the snouting velvet dingles, or blind as Captain Cat, there in the muffled middle by the pump on the town clock, the shops in mourning, the welfare hall in widow's weeds. And all the people of the lulled and dumbfound town are sleeping now. Hush, the babies are sleeping. The farmers, the fishers, the tradesmen and pensioners, cobbler, schoolteacher, postman and publican, the undertaker and the fancy woman, drunkard, dressmaker, preacher, policeman, the web-foot cockle women, and the tidy wives. Young girls lie bedded soft or glide in their dreams, with rings and trousseaux, bridesmaided by glowworms down the aisles of the organ-playing wood. The boys are dreaming wicked, or of the bucking ranches of the night and the jolly Rogered Sea. And the anthracite statues of the horses sleep in the fields, and the cows in the byres, and the dogs in the wet-nosed yards, and the cats nap in the slant corners, or lope sly, streaking and needling on the one cloud of the roofs. You can hear the dew falling, and the hushed town breathing. Only your eyes are unclosed to see the black and folded town fast and slow asleep. And you alone can hear the invisible star fall, the darkest before dawn, minutely dew-graced stir of the black, dab-filled sea, where the Arethusa, the curlew and the skylark, Zanzibar, Rhiannon, the rover, the cormorant and the star of Wales tilt and ride. Listen, it is night moving in the streets, the processional slow musical wind in Coronation Street and Cockle Row. It is the grass growing on Lloregid Hill. Dewfall, starfall, the sleep of birds in Milkwood. Listen, it is night in the chill, squat chapel, hymning in bonnet and brooch and bombazine black, butterfly choker and bootlace bow, coughing like nanny goats, sucking mintos, 40 winking hallelujah. Night in the 4 ale, quiet as a domino. In Ocky Milkman's lofts, like a mouse with gloves. In Dybread's bakery, flying like black flour. It is tonight in Donkey Street, trotting silent, with seaweed on its hooves, along the cockled cobbles, past curtained fern pot, text and trinket, harmonium holy dresser, watercolours done by hand, china dog, and rosy tin teacup. It is night, neddying among the snuggeries of babies. Look, it is night, dumbly, royally winding through the coronation cherry trees, going through the graveyard at Bethesda, with winds gloved and folded and dew doffed, tumbling by the sailor's arms. Time passes. Listen. Time passes. Come closer now. Only you can hear the houses sleeping in the streets in the slow, deep, salt and silent, black, bandaged night. Only you can see in the blinded bedrooms the combs and petticoats over the chairs, the jugs and basins, the glasses of teeth, thou shalt not on the wall, and the yellowing dicky bird watching pictures of the dead. Only you can hear and see behind the eyes of the sleepers, the movements and countries and mazes and colours and dismays and rainbows and tunes and wishes and flight and fall and despairs and big seas of their dreams. From where you are, you can hear their dreams. From where you are, you can hear in Cockle Row in the spring moonless night, Miss Price, dressmaker and sweet shopkeeper, dream of
her lover, tall as the town clock tower, Samson syrup gold-maned, whacking thighed and piping hot, thunderbolt-based and barnacle-breasted, flailing up the cockles with his eyes like blow lamps, and scooping low over her lonely, loving, hot water bottle body.
Myfanwy Price.
Mr. Morg Edwards.
I am a draper mad with love. I love you more than all the flannelette and calico, candlewick, dimity, crash and merino, tusso, creton, crepon, muslin, poplin, ticking and twirling, the whole cloth, all of the work. I've come to take you away to my emporium on the hill, where the change hums on wires. Throw away your little bed socks and your Welsh wool knitted jacket. I will warm the sheets like an electric toaster. I will lie by your side like the Sunday roast.
I will knit you a wallet of forget-me-not blue for the money to be comfy. I will warm your heart by the fire so that you can slip it in under your vest when the shop is closed.
Myfanwy, before the mice gnaw at your bottom drawer, will you say,
yes, Morg, yes, Morg, yes, yes, yes.
And all the bells of the tills of the town shall ring for our wedding. Come now. Drift up the dark, come up the drifting sea dark street now in the dark night, seesawing like the sea, to the Bible black, airless attic over Jack Black, the cobbler shop, where alone and savagely Jack Black sleeps, in a nightshirt tied to his ankles with elastic, and dreams of
chasing the naughty couples down the grass-green, gooseberried double bed of the wood, flogging the tosspots in the spit and sawdust, driving out the bare-bowled girls from the sixpenny hops of his nightmare.
Achadi, achadi! Evans the Death, the Undertaker,
laughs high and aloud in his sleep, and curls up his toes as he sees, upon waking 50 years ago, snow lie deep on the goose field behind the sleeping house. And he runs out into the field where his mother is making Welsh cakes in the snow, and steals a fistful of snowflakes and currants, and climbs back to bed to eat them cold and sweet under the warm white clothes, while his mother dances in the snow kitchen, crying out for her lost currants.
And in the little pink-eyed cottage next to the Undertaker's, lie alone the 17 snoring gentle stone of Mr. Waldo, rabbit catcher, barber, herbalist, cat doctor, quack, his fat pink hands palms up over the edge of the patchwork quilt, his black boots neat and tidy in the wash basin, his bowler on a nail above the bed, a milk stout and a slice of cold bread pudding under the pillow, and dripping in the dark he dreams of
this little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy went all the way home.
Now in her iceberg white, holily laundered crinoline nightgown, under virtuous polar sheets, in her spruced and scoured, dust-defying bedroom in trig and trim bay view, a house for paying guests, at the top of the town, Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard, widow, twice, of Mr. Ogmore, linoleum, retired, and Mr. Pritchard, failed bookmaker, who, maddened by the summing, swabbing and scrubbing, the voice of the vacuum cleaner and the fume of polish, ironically swallowed disinfectant, fidgets in her rinsed sleep, wakes in a dream, and nudges in the ribs. Dead Mr. Ogmore, dead Mr. Pritchard, ghostly on either side.
Mr. Ogmore, Mr. Pritchard, it is time to inhale your balsam.
Oh, Mrs. Ogmore. Oh, Mrs. Pritchard.
Soon it will be time to get up. Tell me your tasks in order.
I must put my pyjamas in the drawer marked pyjamas. I must take my cold bath, which is good for me. I must wear my flannel band to ward off sciatica. I must dress behind the curtain and put on my apron. I must blow my nose.
In the garden, if you please.
In a piece of tissue paper which I afterwards burn. I must take my salts, which are nature's friend. I must boil the drinking water because of germs. I must make my herb tea, which is free from tannin. And have a charcoal biscuit, which is good for me. I may smoke one pipe of asthma mixture.
In the woodshed, if you please.
And dust the parlour and spray the canary. I must put on rubber gloves and search the dog for fleas. I must dust the blinds, and then I must raise them.
And before you let the sun in, mind it wipes its shoes. High above, in Salt Lake Farm, Mr. Utah Watkins counts all night the wife-faced sheep as they leap the fences on the hill, smiling and knitting and bleating, just like Mrs. Utah Watkins.
34, 35, 36, 48, 89.
Knit one, slip one, knit two together, pass the slip stitch over.
Mrs. Rose Cottage's eldest, May, peels off her pink and white skin in a furnace, in a tower, in a tay cave, in a waterfall, in a wood, and waits there raw as an onion for Mr. Right to leap up the burning tall hollow splashes of leaves like a brilliantined trout.
Call me Dolores, like they do in the stories.
Alone until she dies, Bessie Bighead, hired help, born in the workhouse, smelling of the cowshed, snores bass and gruff on a couch of straw in a loft in Salt Lake Farm, and picks a posy of daisies in Sunday Meadow to put on the grave of Gomer Owen, who kissed her once by the pigsty when she wasn't looking, and never kissed her again, although she was looking all the time.
And the inspectors of cruelty fly down into Mrs. Butcher Bynan's dream to persecute Mr. Bynan for selling
Owl meat, dog's eyes and man chop.
Mr. Bynan, in Butcher's bloodied apron, spring heels down Coronation Street, a finger, not his own, in his mouth. Straight-faced in his cunning sleep, he pulls the legs of his dreams and, hunting on pigback, shoots down the wild giblets.
Now, behind the eyes and secrets of the dreamers in the streets, rocked to sleep by the sea, see the titbits and topsy-turvies, bobs and button-tops, bags and bones, ash and rind and dandruff and nail parings, saliva and snowflakes and malted feathers of dreams, the wrecks and sprats and shells and fish bones, whale juice and moonshine, and small salt fry dished up by the hidden sea.